Hi, I'm Dr. David Rowe from Rowe Chiropractic Offices. Welcome back. Today's condition that we're going to speak about is vertigo. Now, simply stated, vertigo is a sensation that you're moving when you're not. It's some type of a neurological inner ear disruption where a person will be standing perfectly still, but they feel like they're floating, or that they feel like they're on a boat moving, or they feel that they're spinning. All these are linked to vertigo. Now, there's several components to our normal balance mechanism. There's some inner ear function, but there's a lot of it that is linked neurologically. When I say linked neurologically, that there's parts of the brain that are functioning to give us our balance, and that there's parts of certain nerves that are linked to it. And one of them is the cranial nerve, number 8, the auditory nerve. Now, in a normal situation, the brain sends strength and energy from brain to body to tell our body how to function. And that's happening with every function in our body, including balance. But if there's some disruption, some interference with that brain to body and body to brain communication through the nerve system, the body will not perform normally, not function normally, and we'll get a whole myriad, a whole different list of symptoms. And one of them could be vertigo. Now, the nerves that control this come from the very top of the neck, right next to that top vertebra that we've talked about before called the atlas. Let's just get a look at that. From the front view, the spine should be straight this way, normally, but from a side view, we're supposed to have a slow sweeping curve. That curve is like a built-in shock absorber. When our structure's like that, that's the best situation for the nerves to be able to have a nice open flow to communicate from brain to body and back again. So the nerves come out from this upper area and go right back into the ear and tell the ear how to function normally, not in hearing, but also in balance. But what happens if we have a subluxation, a misalignment in this top of the vertebra? Either that there's a tipping this way, or there's a twisting in it, or from the side view, we've lost the normal curve in the top part of the neck. That can put undue stress and strain on those nerves and keep the nerves from sending normal signals. And one of the symptoms can be vertigo. Now, if you've ever talked to anybody that's had it, it can be really debilitating. Sometimes people will get a transient, which is they'll get vertigo for a day, they get the sensation, and it's self-limiting, it goes away. But people that have it, where it continues on, it can really be life-changing. And one of the most common causes is a subluxation, a misalignment in the top part of the neck that's compressing the nerves. Okay, so what do we do about that? Well, through careful examination, our discovery exam, we check both the position, the posture of the spine, we check the motion of the spine, we check to see if there's any swelling in these upper joints, we see if there's any nerve interference, and through this discovery exam, we evaluate, do we have normal posture and movement, and do we have normal neurological function? If we find an area that is subluxated, that is misaligned, then we can use our strategies of correction, which are chiropractic adjustments, therapeutic exercises, in-office traction, home traction, and all of these can be used to take the stress off the nerves, get the body back into alignment, take the stress off the nerves, and allow the brain to start to send normal signals, and very typically, those sensations of vertigo go away. The vertigo comes as a result of stress on these nerves, but if we can take the stress off the nerves, because our body is self-healing, our body is self-regulating, then the body can reboot, if you will, and we come back to a more balanced sensation. Vertigo is commonly linked to neurological stress, which is commonly linked to misalignments. If we correct the misalignment, then the body can heal and the vertigo goes away.